And good morning, everybody. Mike Niemiec here with some early morning grain and oilseed comments on this Tuesday, April 9th. Well, it's USDA report day. That'll be coming out at 11 o'clock, so the trade has been pretty much quiet in the overnight session. Awaiting that report. Once again, that'll be a carryover from the USDA quarterly stocks report at the end of March. The trade's looking for bigger stocks as a result of those bigger quarterly stocks, mainly coming in the vein of feed usage numbers and or residual for the beans' sake. With that also, we got our export numbers that came out yesterday, and once again we're not running up to snuff versus what the USDA is currently projecting for the wheat and the beans. And we've been stair-stepping down on our weekly tallies for the corn, so is there going to be a little adjustment in the exports as well? And we also haven't been running too strong with the ethanol for corn usage. Are there any adjustments there also? So once again, a lot of things for the USDA to go and pick on. We'll also be getting updated production numbers down in South America. There too, bigger production numbers could parlay into bigger carry-out stocks for the world. So once again, non-bullish environment right here as far as USDA reports go. And I guess we're all set on up to potentially go and test our lows of the move depending on how aggressive money flow wants to get in this non-bullish environment. We lost some of our ally as far as the trade talks go, not in the sense that they're off, that being with the Chinese, but once again, it's been kind of gone on hiatus as far as news goes. They're more or less in limbo with their teleconferencing. We haven't heard too much. But not only with the Chinese, with the trade wars there or the trade talks, a lot of other stuff going around with trade talks as far as not really all being all on one page in here. Got talk on the wires last night between the U.S. and the EU, still discussing tariffs amongst the two of them, and Trump almost talking about slapping more tariffs on the EU. Canada's talking about potentially putting tariffs on U.S. ethanol because apparently the numbers aren't working in their favor. Then you got China maybe now going back and revisiting our DDG program as far as what the tariffs they've had on them or the subsidies. So the Chinese are also looking at the Australian barley agreements that they have with them, and are they going to go and get a little bit of better trade? So you can see a lot of the countries are not playing fair games in here, and so it's not only the U.S. and the Chinese, but we've got a lot of other countries going around that this whole picture of fair trade, free trade is just not on the same page. So that too is somewhat of a non-bullish environment. We're going to go looking at our weather after a report. We got systems moving through the U.S. We're starting our crop progress numbers very early, and we can see that we're basically kind of in line trying to get the start with the corn and the spring wheat. But we did have the wheat market down a little bit, perhaps on the heels of a bigger good to excellent category for the winter wheat, up around 4 percentage points. And there too can be somewhat of a lead off too. If we go forward in here, crop progress going okay, crop conditions going okay, adequate acreage, which will be known in May. Once again, a non-bullish environment there as well. Going into the report with the commitment of traders surmised to be having modest to sizable net shorts across the floor. What's going to spur them out of it? Right now, the topics we just went over right now suggest more or less a test of a bottom than any type of scaring them out of their positions. 11 o'clock, USDA. These are my opinions, not that of ADM or ADMIS. I thank you.